Hello everyone and welcome back to the SPT show. Let's do a little testing in the factory map really quickly. You'll notice in the top right I have my FPS counter going right now. And I've gone through Sane and re-rolled, well actually no, I've just rolled all the way back any changes that I've made to my preset, and I've gone back to the default Sane preset, which as you can see here is just default. And I went through to check to see what the performance settings were like. Performance mode is currently off, but AI limit apparently by default is currently on for all of these fields here. So we're going to see what that does. See if we can get any changes to the aggression and actual activity of the bots, which will be different from what we saw in my last video. Also, I'm using the current test build of More, which apparently has some better stability, or at least the potential for better stability, and it's currently still under development as well. There are certain things about it that will be changing here in the near future, and I'm hoping to get some better performance and better stability by using it, and also when the full version comes out. Just wanted to be plain about that before we get started here. The spawn amount should be the same. So there's a maximum of 10 bots capable of spawning in this map. Sorry, my lips are getting caught together for some reason. And any open zone settings are currently disabled by default. And this is on single fire right now. I'll go ahead and take it off. Right now I'm using the ZLR Growl, which was recently updated for 3.10. And of course I'm still on 3.10.5 right now. And you know I love the ZLR Growl. If you ever saw any videos where I used it before, I'm just in love with the design of it, even though it's from Call of Duty, and I'm really not a Call of Duty guy anymore. I haven't been for years. But the design is really cool. I like the way it looks, the way it sounds, and the way it feels. I even tolerated its incompatibility with realism mod when I had that going, with the extreme recoil that it offered, because I just thought it was so cool. And I was pretty immersed by that whole situation. But as it stands, without having to worry about any realism compatibility, the recoil should just be normal. And I don't think we'll have to worry about that. Oh, I see the dynamic maps minimap. Whoops, that's obviously Sane. Let's hit F12 to come over here to dynamic maps, which is right there, and disable the minimap, which is the 5th number down in that. There we go, that's gone. If I get super curious about what the spawns are like, I'll turn that back on. But as it stands, I can just hit M anytime and bring up the actual map. And just from that quick glance, I can see that there are a number of spawns that seem to be functioning just fine in this map right now. Oh my god. Ouch, ouch. Alright, so aggression seems good, activity is good, they're firing at me. We always like to see that, don't we? Is he still up? I know I hit him. But did I kill him? There's a splatter right there. We'll go around just to be safe. And also check the tunnel just so no one pops out and kills me while I'm performing this check. I don't hear any more activity over here. I think I got him. Yep, he's dead. My current loadout is a little excessive. I've got these 2 spare 45 rounders taking up all 3 spaces on the sides of my rig. The 2-slot extended mag mod that you know that I like has not been updated yet for 3.10. We're still waiting on that. And I can't presently remember a way to change that in with any other mods. But if you know of any, let me know. There goes my stomach. Yeah, you're hurt, dude. You better believe it. Let's back off. Hit 6. Use my Perforterin to stop the bleeding. Get in here. I'll go down the steps, down below. We'll see if any bots chase me down here. I'll sit myself right over here. Open up health. Use a survival kit on my stomach. Belly's back. I know I'm already recovering a bit from that stimulant, but let's speed up the process. Well, I suppose it's not so much a stimulant as it is a regenerative injector. Let's reload, see where I get that magazine from, where it goes. It took a long time, so it reloaded in place, meaning that magazine just went back where I got it because it was so big. And the reload speed is extremely high, because I wanted it that way. Alright. Didn't get anyone advancing on my position. Kick this door open. Look out here, see if that attracted any attention. If it did, there's no one pointing a gun in my direction right now. Got a dead guy. We'll check over here to see how... Oh my god, my attacker did, and he got me! Well, that seems to be an improvement, doesn't it? Let's load right back in and continue testing. Okay, here we go. Next raid, all fresh. We'll try again. Pop up over here. This time, I'm gonna try to get into this section by the offices before... Whoa! Any bots spawn. I didn't get close enough to actually open that door. I'll head up the steps. And I've made it. Let's see here. Ooh, that looks good. Nice and bright. Turn that off. Okay, once again, we're looking for improved aggression and improved basically everything, but accuracy, time to kill, and all around battle behaviors from the bots, and checking the efficiency of spawns, and also just monitoring the performance with this new configuration. Once again, as usual, if you'd like to see all the mods that I'm using and some of the configurations that I have as well, you can check them on my mod list page, which I always have linked. Ooh, this thing is steady, isn't it? Look at that. Wow. That's gorgeous. But yeah, linked below in the description. Oh my god, my stomach and my leg right away. That was brutality. That's what she said. No, I really hope it's not, actually. Cool, that's a problem. Perfodoran. Stop my bleedings, please. Yes, thank you. Save the stomach. Get my regeneration back up. Take a look here. Vitals should be improving. They will be for almost 300 seconds still. Good. Enemy precision and accuracy is up. Aggression is up. This will force me to move much more carefully. We are, of course, moving aggressively to see just how these guys will behave. I should think that most everyone will agree this is an improvement over the last video, right? I'm excited that development is still going on all of these mods. Not that I've heard anything else about Sane or anything, but I just imagine that it's still ongoing. Wow, there he is. Time to go back. Wow, I hit shift a couple of times there and I didn't start sprinting. That could well be any of the lag. Any of the small stuttering that we typically get, or at least that I typically get in this version. Got him. No one down here. So, while I'm at it, while we're doing all this, let's also discuss a few of the things that are going on with the SPT community that I've wanted to weigh in on. So, firstly... Oh, I'm out. Reload. Oh boy, here he comes. The Growl performing very well. Very helpful. Let's talk about the SPT community losing access to its subreddit really quickly. So, not that I'm in any position to actually weigh in with any authority on this. I'm not a normal user with any regularity of the subreddit. I would sometimes glance at it. I was certainly subscribed to it, so I would always check it on my home feed on my Reddit app and stuff like that. Usually I would appreciate notifications about certain mods being updated, and I would check to see you know, like what issues that users were facing and like problems that people were having. I noticed that a lot of the posts were tended to be a lot of new users asking new user type questions, which of course isn't a problem necessarily. That guy's just standing there. Oh! But he did turn around, face me, and start shooting with some accuracy, so that's pretty good. Now, I don't necessarily think that it's a problem requiring a solution for, you know, a subreddit to be populated mostly by new users getting their questions answered. I think that that's probably the primary utility of a public forum like a subreddit would be. I would sometimes find it frustrating just because I'm not a new user and I do what I do. I'm Mr. SPT here on YouTube, but that has nothing to do with the actual performance of the subreddit or like how it should or should not be received. Wow, by anything else. Or by anyone else, anyway. It does seem like a shame, because a lot of new users won't have, like, an obvious place to go outside of just knowing to go to the SPT Pub Discord server, and of course it's not necessarily... Oh, I got him, I think. It's not as public, it's not as open as a subreddit would be. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh man, that did a lot of damage, that did a lot of damage.
Die already.
If I can help it, I won't. So if you'll just give me some time and space to breathe, I'd really appreciate that. Okay, I am doing a lot of bleeding. Let's shore up the heavy bleed first of all. Taking a lot of damage here. Did that, use the survival kit. I think that the loss of the subreddit overall is probably a blow to the community. At least it's more so... It is more than I think it would be, because I don't feel like it's that much of a loss for myself, but like I said before, I didn't get as much use out of it as many other users do, and, you know, like, or did anyways, and typically would. So most of those users who relied on the subreddit obviously have lost that as a resource, and I think that that's a problem. I would love to suggest an alternative, but there's not really one that I can think of or point to, unless someone's currently working on one right now, which I'd love to know about. But, you know, like to get... Oh, I need to eat something. Yeah, let's replenish some of my energy and also drink some water, because all my medications are really wearing down on me. I know, dude, you're starving. So, outside of just reading, like, very feverishly the comments that are left on the mods themselves, on the hub page, on the file base, there doesn't seem to be a replacement for the subreddit, and of course that's not even necessarily a good replacement as it is. It's not like an open forum. You'd have to find the mods that you're, you know, wanting to know about, be able to, you know, locate the right information and also read through it correctly and know users and become familiar with a few things. Wow, that's a lot of damage. I guess I'll just go ahead and use that other propital I've got. We're gonna tax my character's heart and circulatory system. He's in a great deal of discomfort. But without the meds, I definitely would have been dead a while ago. So that's encouraging if I want a very dangerous game, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's someone like right down low too. Someone's coughing down there. I would like to see some public forum restored or a new one opened up for the SPT community. I understand that the developers of many mods and even the developers of SPT themselves have this tendency in public to be rather strict about what gets shared and who has the availability or the ability to speak publicly, what questions can and can't be asked, and that really all seems to come from, you know, like a place of development, like software development in general. It's an intensive thing, and I know that well enough. Oh, there he is. But a lot of new users and users that are struggling with certain things don't necessarily have the familiarity with a high, a very dense or high volume or, you know, like fast-paced development scene, or whatever you want to call it, like a climate. So they're just going to be frustrated by the lack of information and they won't really know what to do about that. They might not necessarily have the time or capacity to, you know, learn all the things that they will need to learn quickly enough without having a body of other users to help them through it and to provide them with the avenues to get to the information that they need, or even just providing them outright with the information that they need. Which I know does frustrate a lot of, you know, typical or heavy users, because they're like, well, why don't they just know already, you know, like, why can't they just find the information correctly? Why do they have these questions in the first place? I get that, but the internet is peopled by so many thousands of users, and there's no way to, you know, like, I guess, police everyone's experience or make sure that everyone is educated enough as they enter the scene to make the right, I don't know, to make the right searches, or to know who to talk to, or, you know, just even what to do in the first place about any of these given things. So, like I said, I do hope that a new forum is opened up in some way, and I hope that if and when that does happen, that someone tells me about it, or I find out about it on my own so I can join it. And if someone's working on anything like that, please let me know. You don't have to say so in the comments if you don't feel comfortable with doing that. You know that I'm on Discord. Or, of course, you can send me an email as well. I've been getting a lot of emails about SPT recently, and I try to respond to all of them. I appreciate your communication. I like to be in touch with the community, and I'm glad that you want to communicate with me about this stuff. On to some other mod development topics. I have seen in a Patreon update, and also on the SPT Pub Discord server, that realism mod is really making some progress. The developer Fontaine is working now to get it updated. He's making some progress. I think there's even a test build available on the through the SPT Pub Discord server, which is really cool. I don't have any plans to use that test mod right now. I'm gonna let that continue to cook and develop, because I'm already working real hard to get these configurations that I currently have running well and becoming as stable as possible. There was a lot of gunfire. And I don't really want to worry about realism mod, something as big and integral as realism mod is, until it's all finished. While he got gunned down. And stable, which will certainly make my work a lot easier, and, you know, allow me to continue enjoying SPT to the extent that I can, in the state that it's in, because, as we all know, in general, it's not doing phenomenally well. I get comments all the time about how people prefer SPT 3.9.8 and even some earlier versions to 3.10 as it is right now, because of how unstable it can be, the very common frame drops, the frequent stutters, and all that stuff. And I currently have some tunnel vision going because of the effects of the medication that I used. As you can see here, got some tunnel vision, but it's gone now. And my regenerative effects are finished. So I'm out of those very useful magical injectors. But, all that being said, we're definitely going to see realism mod in its full glory relatively soon, I would imagine. So as long as things continue to develop and Fontaine gets feedback and everything goes smoothly for everyone involved, I'm hoping that we'll see the full release for 3.10 here in the first quarter of the year, and I'm very optimistic about that. Super looking forward to it. Swag plus Donuts, another mod that is about to emerge from the darkness yet again. I think, at least I'm pretty sure I saw that it is also in development again. And I can't remember if I saw specifically that there's a test build of that out just yet. I think there might be. But I have not engaged that myself. And truth be told, I'm actually not very interested in using... Oh my god! I thought he was right there, but, you know. I'm actually not very interested in using... Swag plus Donuts at the moment, because I am very reliant on the performance that I'm getting from more. And Swag plus Donuts is just a rather intensive mod that's going to require more from my pitiful little system, and until I upgrade it, or get a new PC altogether, which isn't actually my plan this year, I'm going to stick with whatever gives me the most performance at the moment. Let's go ahead and load that at light speed. And that too. And I seem to have dropped a magazine somewhere. Or did I? No, actually I didn't, because I only brought 3 of these, of course. I'm just forgetting what I'm talking about. Oh, there is this though. Let's put that right there in my bag. I'll flip it sideways, why not? I need to heal my damaged leg. Still here in activity, so there's still some bots out there. This is not what I would call a dead raid. Let's see. If I stand right here, will I have the time to heal my leg? So, if you've got any more information about Swag Plus Donuts, if you want to talk about its development with me, please do. I am still interested in it, and I would love to know how it runs, and like if there are new features or anything like that, if it's been further optimized for performance, that would be great. I'm just currently not interested in using it for my own build. Don't worry, it's definitely still one of the big 3. It's an amazing mod. The concept and execution of it in the past has been like super important to making SPT an amazing experience. And I will not be forgetting about it. It's just that I have replaced it, most presently, with more, and I'm going to stick with it for a while. Use the car kit on my leg, please. We'll just wrap up my wrist or whatever it is that my character's actually wrapping up there to solve that problem. Okay, there we go. And my thorax could actually use some more healing as well. And then I guess I'll stick some more juice in me for the stomach. Why not? Could always use the health. Oh, it'll be pills this time. There we go. Oh, delicious medication. Yes, very good. In terms of new mods that are now on my list, I have found Typhon's weapon customization mod, which adds the functionality of customizing the location of certain attachments along rails on weapons. Much like the old mod that I used to use for previous versions did, that I've been missing a lot. Modular attachments, if you remember that mod. It had kind of a convoluted system, wherein you had to set a space number item on the rail and then the attachment onto it to dictate where the attachment would be on the rail. And that was a bit confusing at first, and required extra steps, of course. But this new mod, Weapon Customization, adds just the ability to use the dot for the attachment on the weapon in the customization screen as like a knob with which to slide an attachment along the rail, which is really cool. Super intuitive, very useful, instantly effective, and I love it. And I am so appreciative of that mod. Oh, that was great. He wandered out right into it and he was injured and everything. That was a textbook. Perfect grenade kill. I'll remember that for a while. Glad I caught that on video, as a matter of fact. That was really good. Let's put this here. Select both of these and do that. My god. Thank you, Typhon, for all of the great mods you have provided for us. These are so great. I love UI fixes, and now weapon customization really rounds off and fills out my mod list, helping me enjoy SPT all that much more. This is fantastic. Did I see? Oh no, but I hear steps. Oh, wow, he was ready. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get him when he comes up there. No, he was gonna get me. Oh, he's got a ghillie top on. Ah, we're trading fire. Oh no, I'm hit bad. I'm hit real bad, as a matter of fact. Is he still there? He is. I'll have to gun him down. That's not gonna work. I meant to scroll down to the plant explosive option. Blow the door open. Step over here. Open this up. And, start healing bleeds, my man, because, oh no. Got that one. I can fix that up. I don't think that only stops light bleeding, so I'm gonna have to do this. And I spent that AFAC. I'll have to use a bandage. Oh, there goes my head. I am currently dying. Let's see, what else am I forgetting? I did add the update for, like the port for Jeff Hannigan's old, scope and red dot sight overhaul. Let's use the Calloc B to shore up that bleeding. So the overhaul to the scopes is in place now, and I think it's actually much more extensive than it used to be too. I was reading in the description that just about every scope and every optic has had its internal picture, its optics updated, so that's really cool. What does the golden star do, of course? It does these things here. Yeah, it is an HP resource. It's gonna give me a little concussion though. Ugh, it's so hard to open this little thing. We're gonna take a longer look, a stronger look at all the optics later on. Let's just try to get down to the floor level here. I think this has been a pretty good demonstration. I have found that the bots are doing much better against me. Ah, my leg. The spawns seem to be good. Whoa! And I was able to address some of the concerns that I wanted to talk about tonight as well. So this will just have been a quick episode, but I wanted to talk about this stuff with you guys. Oh, that's the other thing. I've got the interactable extracts API going right now, which disables the timer for extractions. Super useful for me in case I want to hang out and like loot or like just like chat for a little bit. Now I can have this interaction point right here, the extraction point interaction option. Hit F, and that starts the countdown. Amazing mod. All these mods are amazing. Thank you very much to all the developers. Let me know if there's anything else in particular that you'd like to know about here in the SPT show, and I'm going to be back very soon with another update and another video. Thank you very much for watching.